Jai Shri Mataji. Good morning, everyone. Let's bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini, and put Bandhan. Shri Ganesh Mantra. Let us bring our attention inside. Let's keep our left hand on our liver. Shri Mataji, kindly cool down our attention. Kindly remove all the impure attention. kindly come into our attention. Left hand back on the lap. Let's bring our attention on our heart, the left heart. I am a pure spirit. Attention on Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, kindly establish our self-realization. And give us the state of thoughtlessness. Now let us listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
But today, I want to tell you about the celebration of this night, called as Lakshmi Puja. It's the day where they worship Lakshmi. So one has to understand that Lakshmi represents the power by which we evolve. Is the power by we are redeemed, redeeming power, by which we improve from baser self to higher. To begin with, you see, is the Lakshmi form. First is the Lakshmi form. Now this Lakshmi came out of the great journey called as Amrit Manthan, for which I'll give you another lecture some other time. But this Lakshmi that came out of the journey represents our seeking into our own well-being. So first of all, we have basic seekings like food. In the animal state, we seek food. And with that seeking only, we developed into sometimes very cunning animals, sometimes very ferocious animals, and sometimes very timid animals, because they could not find food, so they had to hide and slay animals. So the food was the beginning, I should say, of this Lakshmi Tattva. But when she becomes actually the Lakshmi, then she has a form that suggests that the spirit of Lakshmi is for the total well-being of humans, total well-being. Now totality is different from partly, because in evolution you see you grow partly till you reach a stage where you really achieve your total well-being, and now you know that without realization your well-being has no meaning. So she has arisen out of the sea, so she is Miriam, you can call it, she is Marie, she is Marie. That's why Christ's mother's name was Mary, because she came out of the sea. People, I don't know if they think about it, why she was called Mary of all the things, or why this name Mary. Now this power which came out of the sea, because the whole thing, the seeking started in the sea first of all, as you know. It had to be in the sea because first the animals were born in the sea only. Becomes, when she comes out of the sea, becomes a Raja Lakshmi and a Griha Lakshmi. Raja Lakshmi is the one where collectively you enjoy your well-being, collectively. On the right hand side you can say, like we have some places which are for public usage here, public well-being, and Griha Lakshmi is the one which is for the individual well-being. So we have the essence of Lakshmi, and then we have, when we evolved, we started having our homes, houses, our own family, our own private life, our this thing. So we had Griha Lakshmi. And then we started having collective, like we can say the queen represents here Raja Lakshmi. The queen represents here the Raja Lakshmi of India. She is a symbol of that. Our queen here is a symbol of that Raja Lakshmi. You know, the word Raja means the kingdom, or you can say the royal side of the reality. So when the Lakshmi is a regal Lakshmi, she is for collectivity. So the queen doesn't live for herself, she lives for all the collective beings. In the same way, the Raja Lakshmi is the one that is for all of us. For example, this place we got here is through the blessings of Raja Lakshmi. She gave us this place. Her power gave us this place to live in. Because you are also yogis, you are the epitome of evolution, you are the highest people in the evolution, you are the ones who are looked after by God, you are the most important people. It's true. And you must be provided for. You should have no problem of money, you should have no problem of housing, you should have no problem of anything. So it is she, the Raja Lakshmi, who gives you all this. Then you have your wife as Griha Lakshmi. So we have to have a wife as Griha Lakshmi. These two things one should understand very, very clearly, because we confuse them. Wife is a Griha Lakshmi, is the one, she is the goddess of the household. Now she has to be the goddess also. I mean, she just doesn't become goddess just by becoming. You have to become again. You have to become the goddess. And the goddess of the Griha Lakshmi is, you can say, that the deity of the Griha, of the house, is the Griha Lakshmi. Now this deity must become one with the housewife. Then the blessings of the Lakshmi essence is of well-being comes to you. If she is not the goddess, you will always suffer. You will always have problems. You will always have all kinds of untold miseries. It is her blessings which brings you solace, peace and redemption. Redemption of it. So that's why the left navi is very important, as we know, and that is always bad in the West. So I would say that the whole society is responsible for spoiling that. Because housewife is not respected, first of all. We should blame our society. Our housewives are not respected. Housewife, the one who is a dedicated wife, even placed higher than yatis. Yatis are the highest evolved, let's say, avadhutas are the highest evolved seers. And a dedicated wife has got more power than even a yati, it is said. And even Krishna was a little worried about that. Everybody had to worry. So the dedicated wife, you see, the Grahalakshmi, is such an important thing, because she is the essence of this well-being, which is peace. I think I have so far never talked to you about peace. And peace is only achieved through the Grahalakshmi, through your proper adjustment of your spleen, I should say. Because spleen is the giver of the blood cells. Alright? It creates the nutrition for the whole body. If there is no peace in that area within us, the whole system can go out, because that's the nourishing center within us. That's the nourishing center. And that center which nourishes also peace. See the peace. You must have heard this. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shanti Rupena Samsita. The goddess, that is the Shanti, which is present in every human being. So this peace is only possible if the housewives realize their importance, bear it upon themselves, are forgiving and are redeeming the family life. They have to redeem the family life. And where this gets spoiled, the whole system goes out. See, America I went, I found all of them have got left now. Alright. And they are very violent, extremely violent. And what I felt that in the beginning, the society neglected the housewives, the institution of housewives, which is a goddess. And now the women cannot forgive them. Because the women cannot forgive them, you see, it has become a big struggle there. The children have become violent. I mean, if the housewives are not alright, there will be always one. I'll give you the example in India. We have in the north and the south two types of system, because in the north the Muslims ruled and they had the system of keeping the women in the parda system and all those, and lot of prostitution and all those ideas came through those horrible Nawabs who ruled in the north. In the south it was the other way around, because they kept to the dharma and all those things, and they wouldn't accept this kind of a nonsensical ideas. They looked after their women. Even the people of the north sometimes say that the south people are very sort of henpecked, whatever it is, say Maharashtra downward. Now, because of that, there's so much of difference in the law and order system in that same country. For example, in Maharashtra, if you are going by bus in the night, any time, 2 o'clock you have seen, nobody plunders you, nobody is bothered, the bus is going through, you can live here, stay here, nobody steals anything. The servants in Maharashtra are so good, they'll never touch your things. I mean, you can leave the keys with them. They will do all your house up and they will never touch anything, your money, anything they cannot touch. They will never touch. Same about any funds or anything like, we can say our Sahaj Yoga funds. No, never a problem in Maharashtra. Say puja funds and all that, all these things they understand. But the main thing is the housewife in Maharashtra is an important thing, very important. So in the house, she is the lady and the Lord is outside. Whatever she says goes. But when it is the other way around, everything goes upside down. It can never be blissful. But that doesn't mean that the woman should also say outside as well as inside. I mean, the woman should not interfere with the husband's work in the office, should not dominate there, like so many these women like Chiang Kai-shek's wife did and all these people did. That's not necessary. She should be a support. But in the house, she is the one who should be respected. She must be respected in the household. Otherwise, there cannot be auspiciousness, there cannot be peace. And peace is the gift of Grihalakshmi. Now some people may say, oh, it's alright, they are not having a good time, the wife is bad, but she's got money. Money is not Lakshmi. This confusion must be absolutely removed from your mind. Last time I explained to you what Lakshmi is, but you can go through again that tape if you want to, but I'll tell you for short, that Lakshmi has got 4 hands. And she stands on a lotus. And she's a body which is, I mean, not a slim type of a body, but she has a substantial body, but she stands on a lotus. Means wherever she lives, you see, she doesn't show her presence by saying she is so beautiful that she adjusts herself even on a lotus. She doesn't exert her weight like cheap women do. Anywhere they go, they'll say, oh, I don't like this, and I like that, and I would like to have this, and I would like to sleep in a place like this, and I like this type of thing. So the first quality of a woman who is a Lakshmi is adjustability. No one feels her. When she is there, nobody feels. Only thing they can feel her fragrance like a lotus. I mean, that's the sign of a woman who adjusts herself. She is not bothered about her own life, but she is bothered about others. Now we had a very funny incident. We had a lady from Germany, and I told them that it's better that the girls should wait till the boys have their food, look after them, and then the girls can have their food. It's better. And she felt it. On the contrary, it is invariably done in India, invariably, that the woman will always wait till the husband finishes the food because she can look after him better. I mean, it's a privilege. It's more mature that you can look after your husband, that you can look after your children. It's your job. You are responsible for it. You are the lady of the house. You are supposed to do it. Like Nima told me that here nobody asks you for food or anything. Everybody is eating whatever they want to eat. They go and eat anytime they want. They will eat anytime and they go on eating and eating and eating. Nobody asks that you come and have food or anything. That's done in India. So she said, I waited for a day. Nobody asked me. Then I said, I better take something for myself. So the ladies have to take up upon themselves that they invite people, ask them to eat and cook for them specialty. You see, this is the job of a woman. She has to develop these qualities, a womanly quality of feeding men, looking after them when they come to their house. She should not make faces and try to show this is my private house, nobody come in the house. She should be the one who should welcome more than the husband should. She should be the one who people should feel closer to, like the brothers and sisters of the husband or relations. She should be the one who should give that feeling of security, of peace and of welcoming the guest. It is her job. Then she becomes the Lakshmi. So the well-being is not only that you have money. So what happens with her? The well-being part of it, that she has in one hand is like this. That means that with one hand it should grow. Just it should go. She must pay. She must pay. She must pay. And she should not demand at all. Others should say that you must have this. An example I'll say that for the last, I think, 4 years he is trying to buy one solitaire ring for me. Because I gave away all my diamonds to my daughter. Try. Cannot do it. Just try to neutralize it. No, not this time, next time, this time, that time. I'm just, because, you see, I know he wants to buy, that's sufficient for me. Isn't it? So I'm postponing it. It's alright, we'll do it now, you have to have a house and this, like that. So the demanding, you see, that gives me this, there's no need. Let the men start seeing that, oh, she doesn't have this. She should have this. It is they who should do it, and the woman should never demand. It's a sign of bad manners, actually, according to Sahaj. You should never demand for it. You should have forbearing. You should be able to bear it. Not with a sort of a big martyrdom, oh, I'm bearing up and all that. No. But with the understanding that you are grown up and you are mature and you are supposed to bear it. Now the responsibility on men also is there, that when she is giving, they should allow her to give. You see? But I find it's the other way around here, is that the women are not so generous as the men are. It's the other way around. Women are, you see, if they find somebody has come to their house, they will secretly go and cook something and pass it on. They let the husband not see. They feel that satisfaction of Annapurna. You see the feeding, that feeling of feeding your own child, and feeding somebody else who has come, you see, from the back door and just pass on. Very sweet it is, very sweet. It is something they, I think they are brought up that way or it's inculcated. So it's such a nice thing that you can feed someone. Or if somebody is coming, then they know what that person eats. So they'll cook it very sweetly and keep it. And then when the person comes in, they'll put forward that this should be done. So the man has to hide his money because the wife will be giving away. It's the other way now. But when the woman starts becoming selfish and self-centered and worried about money and all that, then it's wrong. She should not be extravagant about herself, like going to some place, buying something expensive for yourself, then going somewhere, buying something expensive for yourself. But doing for your husband, doing for your children, doing for others, and automatically they do for. They are anxious to do it. Just start thinking on those lines. But now for men, they must also understand that they have to have that due. You see, this ego-oriented society is very tilted one. If you just say, all right, do what you please. You have this money, you spend this money. Then the men, you see, they can just take it for granted. Ego-oriented, you see. They can just take it for granted and say, all right, then don't give her anything. So when the mutual understanding is not there, when there is an imbalance, then these things come up. But in Sahaja Yoga, we should understand. You have to look after your wife, her needs, everything. You have to give her due respect. You are never to insult her in the presence of others. It is absolutely forbidden. But the women also should know how to respect their husband, not to be provocative and use all their cunning against their husband. You see, I have seen people sit down and plan out how they will insult their husband with what. This is absolute. You have to love your husband. You have to really love him and forgive him like you would forgive your own child in the same way. But the husband also, it's a very mutual thing. I cannot just tell something to the women and not to the men. It's absolutely essential that men must respect their women as goddess. As goddess. But women have to behave like goddesses. They behave like street women. Then a competition starts. The man behaves like a street man and the woman behaves like a street woman. Then they behave like so people, then they behave like. I mean, it goes on, competition. But if you have to synthesize, if to bring to the balance, then both of you must decide that you can only enjoy if you have proper balances among yourselves. One person goes one way, another person goes that way. There's no end to it. There's no end to it, and the chariot will never move forward. See, both the wheels have to be balanced, realizing that without this wheel, the another cannot exist. So this is as important as the other. But they will say that I'm important. No, she is important if I have to. Or she has to say, he is important because I have to. It's such a mutual thing. So to get the Graha Lakshmi point, I must say that the woman should behave like a Graha Lakshmi with her dignity. I mean, it is really indignified even to ask something. Why? What is to ask? If you are all on your own, whenever you want to just say it. You have to develop that glory within you. And the men respect their women as really as Grahalakshmi is very good. Respect them, look after them, and know that the deities, once they are identified with your wife, you will have no problem. Now, on the other hand, she has one hand of protection. That the Lakshmi gives protection. Always gives protection to everyone, even against the husband. Even against the husband she protects. So, for example, I'll say my own sister-in-law was such a Lakshmi like that. Yeah, my own sister-in-law was like that. And if my brother was little, because they were much older than us, he was hard on us. And so she used to come out with the protection. She said, no, how can you say that to them? So strict she was, you can't do that. And then the brother, I mean, my own brother, you see, she would say that, no, you can't do this. Same thing with me, my own sister-in-law was more attached to me than to my husband for the same reason, because I would always protect her against even the husband. Though he's her brother, I mean, naturally they are very close to each other, naturally. But you should protect their interest to that extent. Then protect your servants. Protect those who come to your house. That is her duty. If she does it, she can do it very well. Now, I'll give you one of the examples. In my own lifetime, I was in Delhi, and that time this trouble had started of what you call this partition, and many people ran helter-skelter. And once I was just sitting outside my father's house, I was knitting because Kalpana was to be born, and I was knitting outside. And a lady came to me and she said, "We are refugees, we have no place to go to. And will you be able to give me some place in your house?" I said, all right. It was a huge house of my father. I said, it's such a big house. And we have a little place outside which you can use. And also you can have a kitchen there and a bathroom. She said, we have a friend and my husband. Can we stay here? I said, all right. So we arranged for them to stay there. And it so happened that people in my family didn't like it very much. Especially my brother, you see, my husband told him that I wouldn't like this lady to be here. God knows what sort of a lady she is. And my brother said, now if she has said it, if my sister has said it, I can't say anything. She's the one who has to decide about this house. So it is her job to decide, so I can't say anything. So they all kept quiet about it. They stayed over. And this man, her friend, her husband's friend, was a Muslim. And there was a big riot in Delhi, very big riot. And so many Hindus, you see, like these Jansanghis and fundamentalists, they had formed a horrible group which was killing many Muslims also. So from the servants and all that, they must have known that there's a Muslim staying in this house. So they came to my house, about 5-6 of them, with clubs and this and that. So the people got frightened, so I told this Muslim, he said, you go and hide in my room, I'll go and fetch them. Went outside. So they said, we have heard there's a Muslim in your house. I said, no, there isn't. Because that's not their right to know. They said, there isn't any Muslim in this house. They said, we'll have to go and search. I said, you cannot. If you have to go, you have to kill me and then go. And now they saw my big tikka and all that. You cannot get inside the house. If you have to go, I'll stand. You cannot go in my house at all. You cannot enter. So they left. They knew there was a Muslim, otherwise I would not protest all. But because I was protecting, they could not say anything, just went up. And the fellow was saying. Then this lady became a very big, well-known actress in India. She did lots of things. The whole thing then changed. But what I'm saying, that a housewife has to protect. The Lakshmi has to protect. The man who has money must protect.
the Mahamantras.
लक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Thank you, Shri Mataji, for this collective meditation. Thank you for all your blessing and giving us peace and satisfaction. Thank you very much. Let's bow down to Shri Mataji and take Bandhan. So we'll continue our collective morning meditation tomorrow. Jai Shri Mataji.